So there are four main ways of storing cryptocurrency. There's a hardware wallet, which I'm going to be demonstrating later. This is one of the best ways of securing your crypto because it involves a dedicated storage device where you store your private keys and you effectively store your cryptocurrency, and every single transaction that you do with your cryptocurrency goes through that piece of hardware. Think of it like a really sophisticated USB port or USB stick for your cryptocurrency. I'm going to be demonstrating the Trezor wallet later because it has by far the widest availability of cryptocurrencies available on a hardware wallet device at the time of recording. But there are also several other ways of storing crypto, each with a different security profile, but they all have pros and cons. Naturally, if you're in a place where you don't have your hardware wallet, then it's going to be difficult for you to transact your cryptocurrency. Okay, so that's one downside, is that the level of security is so high that the flexibility of your cryptocurrency is not as good as it would be if, for example, you were storing it on an exchange like Binance. So if you followed the first module of this lecture course, you will have set up a Binance account, and every single one of the assets that you hold on Binance is effectively within a hot wallet. So if I wanted to deposit some Golem or withdraw some Golem, my hot wallet would contain 848 Golem, okay? And I can do with that as I please. Now, the downside of this is that if anyone were to get the credentials of my account, they theoretically could withdraw this very easily if they had my phone, if they had my two-factor authentication, and they had access to my email accounts. Okay, there are some barriers, effectively, but Binance has been hacked in the past, and it probably will again in the future at some point, so you can never be certain that your crypto is 100% safe. Now, it may be 99% safe, but that's not 100, okay? And if you've got a huge amount of crypto or a lot of assets, then you really want to make sure that your security is as watertight as possible. And a hot wallet doesn't really provide that. The good thing about a hot wallet is that you can transact at the drop of a hat. So if I wanted to trade this, all I need to do is go to trade, and I could literally buy and sell in a flash, Golem for BTC or Golem for Ethereum, okay? And that's the good thing about that, whereas with a hardware wallet perhaps, or a wallet where you're storing it on your computer, that's not the case, okay? Not always the case. There are some hardware wallets where you can actually trade as well, but that's more sophisticated, and I'll get to that in the hardware wallet section of this course. The wallet that I'm going to be demonstrating in this module predominantly is Polis Pay, because that allows you to store multiple cryptocurrencies on a device like a phone or on your Windows or Apple or Linux device, okay? And you can store a wide variety of cryptocurrencies using this, and they are effectively stored on your computer, okay? They're stored on your device, on your hard drive. If you lose access to your hard drive, then theoretically that's a little bit of a problem if you don't have a wallet backup, which I'll also cover later on in this section. So you can back up your wallet, and that will allow you to access your cryptocurrency if your hardware wallet is compromised. For example, your laptop dies or it is stolen, you still have access to it provided you have that backup in place, and I'll be showing you how to get that backup later on in this video. And then finally, there is probably one of the most secure ways of storing it, but also the most complex, is a decentralized wallet. And what this does is it stores your cryptocurrency on the blockchain, and you have your tokens, your keys, effectively enabled to access it. Okay, so it's like a certificate, a digital certificate, if you like, which allows you access to your specific crypto. Okay, now this is by far the best way of storing your crypto because there's no device involved other than the access device that you have. Now, naturally, this is a phone, okay, so this is a desktop and phone application, and the level of security is good, okay, but it's not as good as a hardware wallet because all that someone would need to do is find out your 6-digit passcode and they would have access to your wallet. Okay, so from a security standpoint, there are multiple levels of two-factor authentication you can also apply to each of these as well. In particular, Trezor, all of these actually have two-factor authentication, which, you know, is a really, really good idea for cryptocurrencies, and I'll show you that a little bit later as well in a later section. But in terms of if you're storing a lot of crypto, the best one to use is the Trezor wallet, because that is a dedicated piece of hardware. If you're trading a lot and you're okay and you're happy to have your cryptocurrency in a hot wallet where theoretically it could be stolen, but you like the flexibility and liquidity and ease of trading, then you can store it on a exchange with two-factor authentication enabled and SMS, email, and obviously a strong password protecting your account. If you want to just hodl your crypto, you can just download a wallet and input it on a device and then have a backup. I'm going to demonstrate how to have a backup of any crypto hardware wallet later on in this section. Or if you want to get into DeFi, maybe you want to earn a yield on it, as in section 3 of this course, you can download and use a decentralized wallet like Crypto.com, DeFi wallet, or indeed MetaMask, which is a browser extension here, where you type in your password and you have access to a broad variety of different cryptos that you can access as if they're on your computer, but they're not, they're actually stored on the blockchain.